What is good, Mexit planners? Are you planning to move to Mexico and work remotely? Well, folks, rainy season will expose every weak spot in your remote work setup. Power goes out, internet drops, streets flood, mosquitoes come out, and somehow the most important Zoom call you have is scheduled right in the middle of a thunderstorm. So today, I'm giving you 6 hardware tools that every remote worker needs to stay online, productive, and prepared during rainy season here in Mexico. Let's get it. You know the struggle. You get fast internet installed at the house, but somehow it only works well in the living room and maybe one room over. That might be fine for the kids watching YouTube, but when you need to work from your office, that connection is hit or miss. And here's the thing most folks don't think about before moving to Mexico. The homes are built differently. In Merida, most houses are made with concrete, not drywall. And to make matters worse, the internet is usually installed in the room closest to the street. And that's exactly how my house is here, and it's the reason my office is where it is. And it's the same setup I've seen in many homes where I've helped people improve their Wi-Fi. Because Wi-Fi signals don't travel well through solid concrete walls. Your internet may be fast at the router, but slow, weak, or unreliable 2 to 3 rooms over. But not to worry. The first piece of tech we're going to talk about today solves this problem. Before you arrive in Mexico, I recommend purchasing a TP-Link mesh Wi-Fi system. Scan the QR code in this video or click the link in the description for details. I've deployed dozens of these systems for clients around town, and in every single case, it's improved their home internet experience. I've even replaced other mesh systems with this one because they simply don't perform as well. So do yourself a favor and get a TP-Link mesh system before you come to Mexico. All right, once you have solid Wi-Fi coverage throughout the house, the next step is making sure you can support your location privacy and still get online when your home internet goes down. That's where the gl-inet series of routers comes in. This is the ultimate multi-purpose tool that allows you to do both of those things and a whole lot more. With a router like the gl-inet Slate 7, you can connect multiple devices to your personal VPN, share your cell phone's internet connection with your home network, which allows you to create a more flexible backup internet setup when your main internet fails. This is the kind of hardware tool that every traveler should have in their bag. Whether you use a public VPN service to watch region-restricted content or a more sophisticated personal VPN setup to support location privacy while living abroad, a gl-inet travel router gives you more control over how you connect. And one thing is for sure, when that daily rain starts, the electrical storms usually come with them. And while there may be plenty of electricity in the sky, somewhere in the city, somebody's dealing with a power outage. Since rainy season started, I've seen several posts almost daily from people asking, does anyone have power in XYZ neighborhood? That is a recipe for hot, sticky rooms, interrupted meetings, damaged equipment, and lost money. So the next few tools are about protecting your equipment and giving yourself time before the lights really go out. The first thing you need is a surge protector on all of your critical devices: computers, routers, modems, TVs, and all your important appliances. Power can bounce on and off during a storm, and those surges can damage your equipment. You should also consider voltage regulators, especially for appliances or sensitive electronics. These help protect against voltage spikes and unstable power when the electricity is acting crazy. The next tool is an uninterruptible power supply, also called a UPS, or here in Mexico, a no-break. A UPS gives you a few minutes to shut things down safely or transition to your backup power source. Now, I talked about my full backup power plan in the video that I'll leave above and also in the description notes below. For me, I keep a UPS on my computers and my internet gear. So when the power goes out, the internet stays online for at least 45 minutes. This is my level 1 power backup system. Speaking of power outages, the next hardware tool can keep you powered through longer outages depending on the model you buy. For outages lasting more than 30 minutes, I recommend getting a solar backup battery system, like the one sold by EcoFlow. Now, this is something I would buy once you're already here in Mexico. Solar backup batteries and UPS devices are not easy to transport across the border because many of them use LiFePO4 batteries. They are also extremely heavy, so shipping them can be quite expensive. The good news is that EcoFlow devices are available here in Mexico through retailers like Home Depot, Costco, Liverpool, and even some local distributors. Folks, I personally own the VitaMan, which is back here, but if I were buying today, I'd go straight to the EcoFlow system. The EcoFlow has better build quality, it has an app, which this one does not, and it's easier to find support here in Mexico. So my solar backup battery system can power up to 1,500 watts of equipment. That's enough to run my computers and my internet equipment, a 65-inch TV, 3 fans, and my refrigerator for about 4 to 6 hours. Again, if you want to know about my full plan, check out that previous video that I mentioned. So when the power goes out, I don't need to panic. I actually have time. And once the battery of my solar backup system starts getting low, that's when I switch to the final boss of my staying productive during rainy season system. For me, a level 3 power outage is anything that lasts more than 4 hours. And that's when I break out the big guns. And that's my Generac gas-powered inverter generator. Now, this generator can power all of my gear and charge my VitaMan solar battery backup system at the same time. In about 1 hour, I can fully recharge the solar battery backup system and keep my system going. This is definitely the gear of last resort. The generator produces smooth, stable power, but it runs on gasoline. And at the current cost of gas in Mexico, about $6.50 per gallon, it's not cheap to operate. My particular generator model holds over just 1 gallon of gas. So with the 5-gallon gas can, I can get around 5 generator cycles if I'm running at peak load. It's also much louder than a solar battery system. So even though it's quieter than most traditional generators, it still makes noise. And most importantly, you have to use a gas generator safely. Never run a gas generator inside your house, near open windows, or in an enclosed space. It needs to be outside, far away from your home with proper ventilation. This is also something I would buy once you're here in Mexico because generators can be heavy, expensive to ship, and difficult to transport across borders. But when the power goes out for hours and the battery's running low, you still need to keep working. And that generator is the final boss of rainy season backup power. A few smaller items that I would recommend as honorable mentions are battery operated camping fans that have lights and misting functions. Another thing is several heavy gauge extension cords so you can safely power devices in different parts of the house from the generator. I'll leave links to both of those things in the description notes below. As you can see, having the right gear, a plan, and a system in place is very important if you plan to remote work here in Mexico. It helps keep your income coming in, your temperature and stress levels down, and your internet flowing. If you want to know more about how I built my power backup strategy and how you can build one too, check out this video over here. I'll also be posting a new video soon where I test all my gear before I actually need to put it in action. Until next time, MexitPlans Monty, I'm out.